Hello everybody. This is another example of the kind of life-changing dentistry that my team and I carry out on a routine basis. We're also very proud of the fact that we work in collaboration with our colleagues in general practice. And there's a very important point in this particular case that I'm going to share with you today. So about 18 months previously, I had placed 2 dental implants in this 72-year-old excellent patient of ours, referred to me by a local colleague. And during lockdown, as most dentists around the country, I'm sure you know, had phone calls from their patients with various dental issues. And my phone call was to say that the crowns or the teeth that had been put onto my dental implants had come out. It was really, really odd because I'd never seen this before. It was really unusual to have 2 teeth that are stuck together on dental implants to come out. And so I got on Zoom and tried to work out exactly what had happened. And during lockdown, I had assumed that somehow, in this one instant, the screws had worked themselves loose. So let's look a little bit more detail as to what actually was in the patient's mouth when he came to see me after lockdown. So these are the 2 crowns, the 2 teeth that are stuck together, and you will all be aware, I'm sure, that a dental implant is just the root, the bit that replaces the roots of teeth. And what we as dentists do is screw on teeth onto the dental implants. All right, so that's the difference. So he'd only fractured, or basically just the teeth that had come out. What I then did is do a little bit more investigation, and those are my fingers. And what those investigations revealed was somehow the patient had managed to fracture the screw, right, that I had used to connect the teeth onto the dental implants. Again, these screw fractures are very, very rare indeed. But because of the way I tend to do, my own implant treatment, and the way I tend to advise all my colleagues, or my referring colleagues, to do their implant treatment, if this happens, right, it's actually a fairly easy fix. There are other ways where it's more of a headache to deal with. But the thing I want you to notice is the fact that in this patient's teeth, he has no back teeth on the right side, and he also has no back teeth that he can bite on the left side. It might look like this lower left molar tooth, this lower left back tooth is biting on something, but it isn't. It's just biting into thin air in that upper jaw. Okay, and I kept thinking to myself, why did this fracture? It's very, very unusual. I had to go back to basics, and essentially say, look, fracture of screws associated with dental implants is very unusual and usually indicates overloading of those implant components. He wasn't aware of any kind of nighttime grinding like most people, and I had to just say to him, look, it must be there, otherwise this would not have happened. And as a result, to try and deal with this risk of things breaking due to his nighttime grinding, we decided to do a full treatment plan so that he could have multiple teeth, both at the back and the front, so that the teeth in different parts of the mouth can do what they're designed for. So back teeth are designed for the proper crunching, and the front teeth are just really designed for cutting. Okay, and in his case, what probably was happening was that during the grinding, he's doing both the cutting and the crunching motions on his front teeth, coupled with the fact that during the day he was also doing the cutting and the crunching on his front teeth because there were no back teeth. And in that kind of situation, I'm sure you can see that it's not too surprising that he managed to fracture those front implant teeth within a year. So what we are doing at the moment is retreating the whole mouth to make it all more robust. And so the thing that I want us all to take into our weekends is one salient point. And I'm going to provide evidence for this. When your dentist talks to you about trying to create a new biting position, okay, for whatever kind of dentistry that you're having, please don't overlook it. Please don't overlook it. And I'm going to show you why. So what we've proceeded to do was place a few more implants in this gentleman and connect them all with. First, this is the temporary set of teeth, and he's going to get a more definitive set of teeth in about 3 months' time. So the treatment is currently going on. But 3 weeks after I provided this set of temporary teeth with no cracks in them, he came back to have this lower brace placed by Kira, who is an absolutely wonderful orthodontist, and I'm going to be having my orthodontic treatment very soon. But this patient came back, and you will not be able to see it very clearly, but there is a very fine crack up here, okay? And the only reason why that happened was due to the clenching, okay, and the grinding that I saw him do myself with my own eyes when I was replacing all his upper teeth. So I was so grateful that we planned to do the full mouth reconstruction, the full bite reconstruction, so that we could get to the point where no matter what he did at night, he was less likely to have fractured teeth at the end. So the idea would be, or the final plan is to get Kira, our wonderful orthodontist, to straighten out all these lower front teeth so that they are all at the same level and not causing not causing undue pressure in different parts of the upper teeth. I will then proceed to replace some of the lower back teeth so that there is more by the way of crunching teeth at the back, so that's what they're designed for. And then my wonderful colleague up the road is going to put new teeth on the dental implants at the back, whilst I, because it's a little bit more involved and a little bit more complicated, will proceed to replace the upper teeth to replace the upper plastic teeth with upper porcelain teeth. The important thing, ladies and gentlemen, is when you are having any kind of dentistry, please do not forget to consider the bite. What's my bite doing? What am I doing on a daily basis? What am I doing at night that I don't know about? Have a wonderful weekend.